كان عمي يشرف على تعليم المسلمين الجدد في المسجد، وذات يوم دخلت امرأة إلى المسجد وهي ترتدي سترة بغطاء على رأسها، تبدو خجولة متوترة ومتحفظة. طلبت التحدث مع الإمام لكنه كان مشغولا آنذاك، فأرسل عمي وصديقه للتحدث معها وفهم ما يشغلها. وبقلق شديد بدأت تشرح لهما أنها ترى أحلاما متكررة وتلح في طلب تفسيرها. قالت إنها ترى نفسها تمشي وخلفها جمع غفير من الناس، عددهم لا يحصى ولا يدرك بقدر ما تمتد إليه الأبصار، وعندما تلتفت لترى من خلفها لا ترى سوى عددا هائلا من الرؤوس، والجميع يصرخ بكلمة واحدة: شراج. استمرت في السير حتى وصلت إلى جسر، ورأت أمامها أناسا يعبرونه، بعضهم ينجو ويصل إلى الطرف الآخر وآخرون يسقطون، فبدأت تمشي عليه، لكنها كانت ممن سقطوا، وتصف سقوطها بأنه كان طويلا لا نهاية له، حتى ارتطمت أخيرا بالأرض في الأسفل. نظرت من حولها فإذا بها محاطة بجثث من كل جانب ورائحة كريهة لا تحتمل. وفي تلك اللحظة بدأت تغني، وبعد الغناء استيقظت. قالت إن هذا الحلم يتكرر معها كثيرا بنفس التفاصيل. عمي وصديقه أصابتهما الدهشة، فأوضحا لها أن المسلمين في ديانة الإسلام يؤمنون بجسر يسمى الصراط، وهو الجسر الذي يمر عليه الناس يوم القيامة. وعندما ذكرت أن الناس كانوا يصرخون شراج، استنتجوا أنها في الغالب كانت تسمع صراط. ثم سألاها: ماذا كنت تغنين؟ فقالت إنها بسبب تكرر الحلم اعتادت أن تسجل صوتها فور استيقاظها، وبهذا حفظت ما كانت تغنيه. ثم بدأت تغني لهم، ولكن ما ظنته غناء لم يكن سوى تلاوة صحيحة وكاملة لسورة الفاتحة دون خطأ أو لحن. كامرأة غربية لا تعرف شيئا عن الإسلام، كانت قد حفظت أعظم سورة في القرآن من خلال حلم يتكرر معها. عندما سمع الإمام القصة نصحها أن تتعرف أكثر على الإسلام وتعود بعد بضعة أيام، حتى لا يكون قرارها عاطفيا ومتسرعا. ولكنها في نفس اللحظة بدأت تبكي بكاء شديدا وقالت: لا أستطيع الانتظار، أريد أن أسلم الآن. فطمأنوها بلطف وقالوا لها: لا بأس، أنت بالفعل مسلمة، الإيمان دخل قلبك. فنطقت بالشهادتين وأعلنت إسلامها. قال الله في كتابه الكريم: إنك لا تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء وهو أعلم بالمهتدين. My uncle used to support new Muslims at the mosque, and one day a woman entered the mosque wearing a hoodie covering her head. She looked shy, nervous, and reserved. She asked to speak with the Imam, but he was busy at the time. So he sent my uncle and his friend to speak with her and understand what the matter was. Overwhelmed with worry, she began to explain that she was having recurring dreams, and she insisted on having them interpreted. She said she would see herself walking, followed by a vast crowd of people, too many to count, so many that they stretched as far as the eye could see. And when she turned to look back, she saw nothing but an endless sea of heads. Everyone was shouting one word: Shiraj. She continued walking until she came to a bridge. She saw people crossing it, some making it safely to the other side, while others fell. So she started crossing it, but she was among those who fell. She described the fall as very long, as if it had no end, until finally she struck the ground below. Looking around, she found herself surrounded by corpses on every side, with an unbearable stench, and in that moment she began to sing. After singing, she would wake up. She explained that this exact dream repeated itself many times, always with the same details. My uncle and his friend were stunned. They explained to her that Muslims believe in a bridge called As-Sirat, the bridge that every soul must cross on the Day of Judgment. And when she mentioned that people were shouting Shiraj, they concluded that most likely she was actually hearing Sirat. Then they asked her, "What were you singing?" She told them that because the dream came to her so often, she had gotten into the habit of recording her voice right after waking up. So she had memorized exactly what she had been singing. Then, right there in front of them, she began to sing. But what she thought was just a song turned out to be a flawless, word-for-word recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha, without a single mistake. This Western woman, who knew nothing of Islam, had somehow memorized the greatest chapter of the Quran through a dream that came to her again and again. When the Imam later heard her story, he advised her to take some time to learn about Islam and to return in a few days so that her decision wouldn't be emotional or rushed. But at that very moment, she began to weep intensely and she said, "I don't want to wait. I want to become Muslim now." They gently reassured her saying, "Don't worry, you're already a Muslim. Faith has entered your heart." Then she said the testimony of faith and embraced Islam. Allah said in His noble book, "Indeed, you do not guide whom you love, but Allah guides whom He wills, and He is the most knowing of the rightly guided."